We are ready to ride. First stop, Restoule Provincial Park. Of course, an important stop, McDonald's for breakfast.
So I set off on this journey at 5:45 in the morning, got my kayak and my pod, and we stopped at McDonald's. And someone nearby with epically loud music coming from their car. We're in Gravenhurst, and then been on the road for about 2 hours.
Gotta start the day. It's tradition. McMuffin. And yeah, I can't eat gluten, but I'm still eating it. Okay, we've arrived at Restoule, and I've backed the trailer into mostly the position I want. I think I'm gonna pull it forward a little bit. And here's our campsite for the next couple days. It's gonna rain tomorrow, which is a bit sad. So my goal right now is to set up camp and get on Stormy Lake.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty.
Stormy Lake is living up to its name. It is definitely kind of stormy out here. It is supposed to rain very heavily for the next 2 days, pretty much the whole time I'm here. So I wanted to make sure I got out on the water at least once today, the day I arrived. And it's overcast and it's windy, and I'm still doing it.
I had been planning this trip for months. My two main goals were to reach Lake Superior Provincial Park to hike the Nokomis Trail, and Sleeping Giant Provincial Park to hike to the top of the Giant, with the plan to kayak as much as possible between hiking and driving. To split the drive up, I had planned to spend 3 nights at Restoule Provincial Park, where I wanted to spend some time on Stormy Lake and hike the Fire Tower Trail. Somehow I'd missed every gas station within 50 kilometers of Restoule, and I knew there wasn't one for a really long time going north. So with rain on the horizon, I decided to take a field trip to the only place in town and do some exploring. All kinds of...
I don't know what a coconut pineapple mini cake is, but I really want to eat it.
Who needs 11 pounds of bacon? Somebody needs 11 pounds of bacon. So I was drawn in by the 11 pounds of bacon sign, but I actually got some great chips and some pickled asparagus. This place is super cute. It's like a little deli, and it smells delicious. And I'm so hungry. I really wanted to try one of these. I love pickled asparagus. Oh my god. What does that even taste like? What is that? Does it taste like bacon? What? I don't know. Oh my god. Oh, good. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. Nobody wants to watch me eat this. It was only $8 too. I mean, for cottage country asparagus, I have paid more. It's good. All right, gassed up. I'm now going back to my campsite.
It's a little fire.
Good morning. I slept really well. passed out at like 9 p.m. I decided not to set my alarm to get up early to kayak because the weather said it was going to be pouring rain. Well, guess what? It didn't rain, and now it's 6:30, and I missed my morning paddle. I'm kind of sad because I just looked at the minute cast, and it is actually now going to rain in about 30 minutes. So, boo! Ugh, I'm going to get up and make coffee and see what I can make of this rainy day. It's really good coffee. And I look like this because there's like 10 billion mosquitoes out here, and I just turned on the thermostat and it hasn't kicked in yet. I don't think I could camp without, I don't think I could camp without this. This is worth every single penny of its very expensive refills. Within 5 minutes, the mosquitoes will be gone. Priceless. You probably can't see it, but there's like a dead mosquito in my coffee. That's how many mosquitoes there are. Just great. Oops, my campsite in the rain. That pole did fall over at some point. I got up and fixed it. The ground is really, really soft, so the stake had come out. Yeah. Rainy day. So it finally stopped raining for a minute, and I've come in search of a hike. So we're going to try the River and Gibbs Trail. The Fire Tower Trail I am saving for tomorrow, and that's it over there. I can't even with how beautiful it is in here. But I also can't stop for even a second because the mosquitoes will get me. Got the full bug jacket on in here. Just unzipped the front for a second. I'm gonna zip it back up. Hello, little mushroom. Hello, bigger mushroom. And some mushroom friends. Look at these guys. That's cool. What the heck is this cute thing? What are you? Some more of these really cool red mushies. Finally made it through the sea of mosquitoes to the Stormy Lake Lookout, which is the payoff for this hike. Try not to fall in. Mood. I'm inside my little pod right now because it's been pretty crummy weather today. I did get out for a hike, which I've probably already shown in this video. Then I came back and I was really tired, and so I made some lunch and then just crawled into bed and watched a YouTube video. Maybe, thought about napping a bit. Spent way too much time obsessing over the weather for the next couple of days. Looks like this stop at Restoule, as well as my stop at Lake Superior, will be pretty wet and overcast. But at least the driving day will be beautiful. So, well, it's a bummer that I won't be able to paddle or hike when it's good weather. It's nice to travel in good weather. I have driven for hours at a time in snowstorms and rainstorms, and a beautiful day is a much better travel day, so I'll take that. I'm struggling a bit with being here for one more night because I've done so many camping trips over the last year and or last season and then this season, but I never stayed anywhere for more than 2 nights. Like 2 nights has always been enough. I leave really, really early in the morning on the travel day, get there by midday, enjoy the afternoon and evening, have one full day the next day, then get up the next morning and go home. And I am able to pack like a lot of adventure in that time, and paddling and hiking, and I'm never bored, and I'm always exhausted, and I do the thing. And now this is so much more. And I planned this. I don't know what I was thinking. This is really outside my comfort zone. I'm already a bit bored. I'm already a bit lonely. I guess it doesn't help that I can't really do much because of the weather. This campground is not my favorite. There's a barking dog on one side and a crying baby on the other, and a really large group just pulled in just down the way. And they're making a lot of noise. Just boisterous, happy noise, but I mean, at least I'm in a radio-free area. And I know that a lot of people hate front country camping, and that's why, I mean, any friends or acquaintances I have that like to go camping, they all do backcountry camping or backpacking or canoe camping, and I know I would prefer the solitude and quiet of that as well, but I also really like the comfort and convenience of the front country, of maybe having a flushing toilet, and of course this thing here is super bougie. I actually get to sleep inside. I'm really grateful that I get to do that. But yeah, front country camping can be, well, it is. I hate the phrase, but it is what it is. I'm really happy to be in the woods, per se, like away from the city. And this is what I can do. This is what I have access to, what I know how to do. But if anybody who knows how to backcountry camp wants to take me, then maybe I can learn to do that too. But I do know that I'm not a huge fan of being uncomfortable. So I did the tent thing. I got over the tent thing. I did the sleep in the car thing. And I could still sleep in my car. But this little teardrop trailer thing is pretty bomb. I like it. Yeah. Anyway, so those are my thoughts right now about camping. Yeah.
So I just took a bike ride around the campground,
and I think all of my feelings about front country camping, just mosquitoes, I really have a lot to do with where I'm camped. There are 2 or 3 really beautiful campsites at this campground that are right on the water, that have water access. And honestly, if I could just sit and stare at the water the whole time I was here, I would love it. Okay, well, skip to the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have my coffee and I'm going to go do the Fire Tower Trail. And then I think I'm going to leave. Yeah, I thought really hard about it last night and there is really nothing keeping me here. So, I'm going to pack up and I'm going to head out and I'm going to drive halfway to Lake Superior so I can cut my 8-hour drive down to 4, which I think is a much smarter move. I'm going to call a campground on my way out and see if I can secure a spot just for the night. Holy smokes. There's people power walking. That is unexpected. These people put me to shame. Look at them go. Look at them power walk. All right, this is what I came here for. Coming here in the morning was such a good move. It is stunning. Stunning. So I crossed a road and entered a different part of the forest, and it is dark in here. Super overcast today. I knew it would be, but there's so much tree canopy that it feels like I am in the dark. Wish I had a headlamp. I thought about bringing one. My biggest worry is just animals, because my experience is that dark means animals. I don't know. Part of me is a bit nervous right now. I'm just gonna keep my wits about me, keep my eyes open, my ears open, and try and enjoy the darky, gloomy, pretty that is all around me. Okay, so I finally made it here. It was a really slow hike because it's really wet. This is the real payoff of the Fire Tower Trail hike. Hi, little guy. So I did some online research and I decided to leave Restoule early, and now we are on the road. I'm on a teeny tiny highway, I think headed towards the Trans-Canada Highway to keep going north, and I have no cell service, so hopefully nothing happens. I'm going to go make a stop 3.5 hours from Restoule instead of driving in one go. Also, today is really, really yucky, and I did not want to be stuck in a campground surrounded by babies and dogs and whatnot until tomorrow. So, adventure!
I took the best lukewarm shower of my life and slathered my bites with aloe that Mariko.
My body really hurts from that drive. Google said it would take about 3.75 hours, but it really took like 4.5, 5 hours. There was no traffic. Just Google doesn't estimate correctly. It's 400 kilometers going 90 kilometers an hour, you know? So I have landed at McIver's, and I'm so glad I found this place when I did a Google search, because it's a sweet little spot, little RV slash motel slash camping site. A little foresty woods there, and it's a cute little site. I've left my car hitched up, and I think I'm gonna finish stretching, have some dinner, and then crawl into bed, and then I'll be leaving first thing in the morning to head the rest of the way to Lake Superior. I was so glad to have stopped here. It was a great sleep.
On the spot, he changed his itinerary to ride from Alaska down to Mexico. That decision alone clues you into the amount of time.
Stop for breakfast in Sault Ste. Marie, and then this guy's like super interested in it. I don't even have my windows open. I'm sitting in my car. He just came to say hello. Well, you're gonna get a big surprise in a second, bud. On my way.
And he realized he could stay in an actual hotel.
I didn't make any stops on my way north yesterday, so I decided to stop everywhere today. And I just finished a stop at the Voyager Trading Post. And just up the road was Agua Crafts. I got some smoked fish, and my name's on it. It says Laura's Fish Candy, and I'm gonna eat it up. Agua Crafts is the last gas for 150 kilometers, so if you're going north, make sure you stop here. I wish I had been able to take video of the views driving up to Lake Superior. They were so stunning. I made it to Lake Superior sometime in the early afternoon, and I was so excited to be there. Unfortunately, after an hour of trying to back my trailer into this spot, I was stuck between two trees. I had to unhitch and get help to push it into my campsite. I was exhausted, I was hungry, and I was really embarrassed. I made it to the first lookout on the Nokomis. That's supposed to be the not steep direction that I took. Ooh, I'm tired. There's a few more lookouts, and I'm Looking forward to them. I'm at the top of the Nokomis Trail. And there's Old Woman Bay behind me. I'm at the famous Bathtub Island. I'm gonna walk across and go check out the warm water. Just walking out to an island, you know, as you do. It had been a super long day, so I headed back to my campsite for food and bed. The weather called for rain for the next 2 days, so I got up super early to beat the weather and found a beautiful inland lake. Somewhere on Midgeon Lake. Midgenemungshing Lake. The next day, I left for Sleeping Giant Provincial Park at 5 a.m. in torrential rain. Most of the 6-hour drive was through dense fog on a windy road. These birds are huge. They're as big as swans or bigger. But they're not swans. It's 8:45. It's beautiful out. I'm at Sleeping Giant Provincial Park and I am about to head out to hike to the top of the Giant, which is why I drove 1,300 kilometers from home on this 10-day camping extravaganza. This is it. This is why I'm here. So here I go. And so it begins. I'm about halfway up the Giant Trail. Halfway to go. It's very steep. I made it. I made it to the top of the Giant. Achievement unlocked. Did it. Got here. Getting back down the Giant was its own challenge, and the journey home would take 3 days with an unexpected detour and a deafening hole in my muffler. Overall, This 3,000 kilometer journey reconfirmed my faith in myself as a solo long distance traveler and taught me a lot about what I want from future outdoor adventures. Thanks for watching.